Hey, here are 5 stupid things I've noticed since last time. Legitimate rape. By now we all know that Missouri Representative and U.S. Senate candidate Todd Akin appeared on a local St. Louis television station and said that he didn't think that pregnancy as a result of legitimate rape was really something that happened. And then, hoping to quell the quickly ensuing outrage, he suggested to Mike Huckabee that many so-called rape pregnancies belong to women who are just lying about being raped. I also probably don't need to tell you that Akin's remarks and the efforts to draw legal distinctions between forcible rape and too drunk or tired to fight him off rape are typical of the condescending paternalism and oblivious misogyny that has defined the Republican Party's attitude toward women since pretty much ever. What I find most interesting about this at this point is watching the rats that refuse to leave the ship. Standing alongside Akin, facing the wrath of Democrats and Republicans alike, are the likes of Brian Fisher, Kirk Cameron, the aforementioned Mike Huckabee. They're like the 4 horsemen of the American Christian right. I can't decide if Akin is Lex Luger or Pestilence. Islamic radicals target Tunisian Olympic medalists. Islamic extremists, including the group Ansar al-Sharia, have demanded that 2 Tunisian Olympians, swimmer Oussama Malouli, who won gold and bronze, and runner Habiba Gharibi, who won silver in the 3,000-meter steeplechase and became the first Tunisian woman ever to win an Olympic medal, be stripped of their medals or their citizenships or something. Why? Did they cheat? Did they dope? Nope. Habiba Gharibi's running gear was deemed to be too revealing, and Oussama Malouli drank some orange juice during the day during the holy month of Ramadan. You know, talk about ingratitude. It's not as if Tunisia is up to its neck in Olympic medals, you know? And these Ansar al-Sharia shitheads are bitching because their best runner, dressed like all the other runners, and their best swimmer broke a bullshit religious fast moments before swimming thousands and thousands of meters for the glory of his country. If you can lose your citizenship over that, it doesn't sound like it was worth that much to begin with. Parents fear kids will receive mark of the beast at school. Moss Bluff Elementary School in Louisiana is installing a new system to help them run their lunch lines more efficiently. It's a palm vein scanner. A student puts his or her hand on top of the scanner and the computer recognizes the unique pattern of veins in the palm of their hand, records them as having gotten lunch that day, and then their parents are billed for it later. And I think it's pretty ingenious, but not everybody agrees with me. There are some parents of Moss Bluff students who fear that using the scanner will imprint their children with the mark of the beast. This is stupid for 2 reasons. Let me rephrase. This is stupid for at least 2 reasons. First, there's no such thing as the mark of the beast. It's a stupid religious superstition that nobody has any business believing in the year 2012. And second, this system will not alter the students at all. There's no RFID chip to implant. There's no barcode tattoo. The scanner just reads the pattern of the veins that are already there in the kid's hand. If little Damien uses the scanner and comes home bearing the mark of the beast, it's only because the mark was there all the time. Which you had to have known already. I mean, why the fuck else would you name the kid Damien? Oklahoma High School withholds diploma from valedictorian. Prague High School in Oklahoma is withholding the diploma of Caitlin Newtbard's 2012 valedictorian because Caitlin used the word hell during her graduation speech. Now that was back in May, and Caitlin still hasn't received her diploma because the school wants an apology. To her credit, Caitlin has said she has no plans to deliver such an apology. But Caitlin, if you happen to see this and you change your mind, I took the liberty of drafting an apology letter, which you can feel free to use if you want. Dear Principal Smith and Superintendent Martin, by the time you read this, I will have already begun attending classes at Southwestern Oklahoma State University, which accepted me on a full scholarship on the basis of my 4.0 GPA as documented in my academic transcripts. Since I already graduated, I don't need the diploma, so keep it with my blessing. Principal Smith, if you ever get bored with keeping it on your desk in the vain hope I'll return one day to grovel for forgiveness for employing a mild profanity in my valedictory speech, might I suggest wiping your tightly puckered ass with it. Yours in Christ, Caitlin Newtbar. P.S. Don't let me see you. Just a suggestion. GOP platform specifically opposes gay rights. I'm no huge fan of the two-party political system here in the USA, but to those who continue to insist that there are no significant differences between the Republican and the Democratic parties, I submit the following. This week at its national convention, the same convention at which it will nominate Mitt Romney as its presidential candidate, the Republican Party will vote to adopt a platform that explicitly opposes same-sex couples' right to have a legal civil marriage. And on the other hand, the Democratic Party is about to vote to adopt a party platform that for the first time ever will explicitly endorse legalizing same-sex marriage. I would call that a significant difference between the two parties. Most disgusting about the anti-gay bigotry found in the GOP platform is the inclusion of the following line, quote, "We embrace the principle that all Americans should be treated with respect and dignity." No, you don't. You embrace the continued denial of equal treatment under the law to same-sex couples. You don't treat them with respect, and you work to deny them the kind of basic dignity that heterosexual couples have taken for granted forever. You can't treat gay people like a grudgingly tolerated infestation and stand for treating all Americans with dignity and respect. That would be like claiming to stand for the sanctity of life and then working to thwart reforms to the healthcare system that make it easier for more people to receive affordable, life-saving medical treatments. Oh, wait. The hardest part is only picking 5. Catch you next time.